Hi guys, Reynaldo here. Today I'm gonna talk about uh, uncertainty bars, or what we call dojis. So what normally happens when there's either a fake out within the doji. Where to from here? Well, firstly you need to look at the overall picture of the chart. You can see through here that it is an uptrend, no doubt about that. We have higher highs, higher lows. But if you look at from the last low to the current high, and the peak of that one is the highest it's ever been pretty much in the past. And if I go through on the weekly chart, you will see clearly on that high right there was also within this area of supply around October of 2009. Okay, so we go back on the daily chart, and go through that. Within that high it tested that, but it's a fake. It's a fake out. What do you mean by that? It means that at the very point in time, buyers push the price all the way. They're taking all the profit, or the sellers were in this point in time, it is part of the supply area, and then sellers are resisting within that high of that area, and sellers push the price back all the way down. Then that means there's some form of activity, part of the uncertainty. They don't know whether the bulls are going to continue to go further because it's just way too expensive. It isn't level of supply at the moment. Or it is time for sellers to take profits and to continue to create and fill in the gap from the last low. You can see through here is your primary uptrend, and there's a big gap around this point in time within that uptrend. It is still an uptrend, however there's going to be some form of a correction that's bound to happen. Stabilization. Once stabilization has occurred, equal forces, then we're going to see some form of correction that's bound to happen. Okay, without even looking at the fundamentals, they're currently waiting for some news that's bound to happen, and bang, this is where it's happened today. At the moment, dropped massively after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of consolidation. One big drop to the downside. We have now a new lower low all the way back to the level of demand, 145, 145.18. Odds and probability, part of what we can see through here, with a good force and good great momentum to the downside, that it will continue to head back all the way to 140 to 20, around 100 or 110 pips further to fill in the trend to the upside, or the primary uptrend. Okay, so the other tip is that prior to reporting is to stay away to trade pretty much before report. On a smaller time frame, you can see through is a channel information between 2 points, 148 and 149, equilibrium 148.50. Ran out of steam, and continuation pretty much to the downside. But the other one that I want to explain is trading through price action. That prior to reporting, if you're not confident to trade during report, please stay away and wait until professionals or institutions or the banks or whoever that will push the price to see whether to continue to the upside, to the downside. Where there are a couple of tips already that actually been given and already left within the marketplace. Firstly, this was the last high. Secondly, from the top to bottom, this is a 50%. It's an equilibrium area, and through there was running out of steam. And this section alone gave you an indication that there is a great strength, a great force, and the momentum. It's a continuation. Created a new high, a lower high, meaning the high is low compared to the previous high, and with a good push to the downside, that the odds and probability for it to drop is more than likely to happen. Being now here around a demand level, we're going to see some form of stabilization, stabilizing itself before a continuation of the momentum to the downside. Because it's such a great force, the odds and probability for it to drop is more than likely to happen. And so if you can see through here, from this point onwards, after this big drop, never hesitated and basically entered, and continuation pretty much to the downside. And this is where we're at today, stabilizing itself. Big drop currently. It was a 1.5 300 pips, currently 292 pips to the upside in terms of profitability from top to bottom. So this is pretty much it for me today in terms of the tips, in terms of consolidations and dojis. And it's in the level of supply, and there's a fake out. Odds and probability that it will drop is more than likely to happen. The risk is very little, and the odds and probability for it to drop is more than likely. And also by going through the smaller time frame to look for some evidence of what is actually happening. You can see through, well, within that 4 hours of such a big drop, more evidence than 1 hour, and this was already happened prior to the reporting, and bingo, continuation and more of the reports currently happen. Times like this, situations like this actually happen very rarely, mainly on reportings, and when that happens, take the opportunity, making a minimum of about 200 pips per pretty much per trade. Alrighty guys, thank you very much. If you want to look at the next video by the way is about the USD CAD, and what we looked at the very beginning of the week as a trade of the week has now actually been closed, and this actually went further beyond the target points and what we have put in place. Alright, till next time, thank you, happy trading, and if you need more information on trading methods and how we do it, see, we don't even look at any indicators as yet, email me, contact us at estatrader.com, or give our office a call, 650-320-1714. Thank you very much guys, take care, thank you for listening, and have a good one.